Hi guys, thank you for being interested in this tutorial, which I will talk about a few ways that we can animate these pagination circles. Yeah, that's how they're called, kind of pagination, I guess. And these circles, they can be animated in a few various ways. And this is the one that we're going to do at the end of the tutorial. This kind of, if you notice the way that this one animates, this kind of jumpy animation between them, like this circle is actually jumping from one to another, which is pretty cool and cute. And I will show a few more ways of doing that. So that is nice, simple, very cute, just to understand the way it works. And let's get to work. So animating these cute circles here. So the illustration I just made, kind of like, played around with it. So that's, yeah, that was cool. I don't know, I like to make these kind of like illustrations, cute illustrations. And anyway, they're just, of course, they're not the main thing of the tutorial. Here we have an auto layout which contains 4 of them. I will also show how to animate it with a drag, not only by click or tap. And these are the first one. So let's actually hit the play. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the play here, and we are going to see. Yeah, let's bring it, make it a bit of more the prototype thing. Yeah, just yeah, let's make it in this. That's nicer. Yes. Okay, so this is a simple one, by the way. Just 4 circles that are just changing the colors, which is nice, pretty simple and easy to do. Let me fix the, yeah, no, you know what? It doesn't matter. It kind of like animates here this button at the end, which replaces itself, which is pretty cool. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, so that's a simple one. And I'm going to duplicate it and make it another one. Let's actually duplicate these screens and let's make us another one that we can easily, quickly make. I'm going to just duplicate this one. And yeah, so this was a color change pagination. And now we are going to do, let's say, a size change. Yeah, let's give them names like that. Size change animation, which actually, okay, this one is in a auto layout. I mean, this is, I didn't explain about that, but that is just a simple component which contains 4 different situations that I'm just switching in the screens where I'm placing them. They are placed in they are in auto layout, as I said, the component itself, and it's placed in the constraint center that when I change stuff here, it stays in the center and it doesn't move. Okay, we will see how it works in a minute. Here, by the way, I'm gonna do a size change, so let's do that like, I don't know, 28. We can do it really quickly, and I'm having them a constraint proportion, so it's pretty easy to change that, and they are hooked up in an auto layout, so it behaves like that, and it's very easy to do that. Yeah, so you can either have them with a fill or not fill, whatever you want, however you want to design it. I'm just showing you the technique and the simple logic of how to do that. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna take the first copy. I'm just gonna copy it, and here I'm gonna select all these 4 and just put paste to replace. Okay, so now we have this component here, and I'm gonna change that to the second one, third one, and fourth one. That's about it. By the way, these variants, I mean, this is called the size change pagination, and this variant is called 1, this is called 2, and so on, 3 and 4. So that's very easy to work with. Let's create for us another flow here. Yeah, so this is going to be flow 3 because we had 1 or whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm going to press the play and let's see how it works. Let's go for it. Okay, so we have, this is flow 2, which is actually the first one, and this is flow 2, which is 3. Doesn't matter. Let's click on that, and here you see the circles, they change their size. By the way, Figma, just for you guys to know, doesn't know to animate strokes. Okay, never did, and I don't know if to say never will, but it just doesn't happen. So, okay, so actually, to make it better, honestly speaking, I mean, we can make all these actually. You know what? Let me just change them quickly. I think it will animate better. 1 second. Let me. No, I'm trying to select them. I'm fighting with them. Okay, now all these actually, yeah, I'm gonna select them really quickly, and I'm just going to delete. Yes, 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 I know. Okay, good. And now I'm just going to delete the stroke. We don't need the stroke. And we're gonna make the fill. Yes, let me just make the fill of, no, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it from here quickly. Okay, so the fill actually, yeah, this is going to be, I'm gonna make it like, let's say 30%. Yeah, something like that is good. So 1, 2, 3, that's a, not that, sorry, that is going to be, yeah. Oh yeah, because now they're divided, yeah, I guess. So it's gonna be 1, 2. I'm just changing it really quickly. What did I do here? I forgot. 30, yeah. Okay, sorry for being jumpy like that. Yeah, so that is going to be 30, and here it's going to be 1 second. No, oh, I'm not sure. I'm not, god damn it, I'm not pressing the shift. Yeah, that's why. So I'm kind of like fighting with it. Okay, so that is going to be this, and here we're gonna change it quickly. So this is going to be 30, and that is going to be 30 as well. And here we're just going to change these three. Okay, good, we have it. Okay, so now it looks a bit better. Anyway, it's kind of like, yeah, growing in there. And yes, I guess that this is pretty cool. Nice. Okay, so we got the size change pagination. And now another thing that I'm going to show you guys really quickly is, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to duplicate these screens. I'm going to take this component again, and I'm gonna call it now a place change animation. Okay, now that is pretty fast. I mean, what I'm going to do here is that I'm gonna have these actually they're going to be with a 0% fill. You know what, I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna delete these variants. I'm gonna duplicate another one here, and yeah, something like that. I just copied more variants. This is called 1, this is going to be called 2, this is going to be called 3, and this is going to be called 4. By the way, if you're seeing this tutorial kind of like I don't know, seeing me see stuff and I'm dealing with component variants, if you're not familiar with components and variants, I suggest maybe that you see other tutorials in this channel that talk about components and variants, so you will have a better understanding. It's not so critical for the animation thing of the tutorial, but just to understand how to do things like that quickly, I think it may help you a lot. Okay, so here actually what I'm going to do is I'm in auto layout, and I'm going to change the position just by hitting the keyboard, or I can just drag it with my mouse. Okay, this one I'm going to drag here, and this one I'm going to drag here. What it does is just switches the places because they're all in an auto layout, and that's very easy and quickly to do that. So now what we're going to get is actually a, exactly as we called it. We called it a place changing. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, pagination animation. Yeah, yes. Okay, so that's a copy. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to select all of them and just paste to replace, and I'm replacing all of them. Cool. Let me see that it got the middle. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. So now I'm going to switch as I did before. That is going to be a 2, this is going to be a 3, and that is going to be a 4. Okay, let's hit another flow. So this is going to be flow 4, which is actually, as we know, going to be flow 3. Yes, and okay, let's see how this one behaves. Let me do this. Okay, cool. So you see, that is a place changing animation, which is pretty cool. That's nice. Okay, see how quickly we did that. So after you have the component built already, that is very easy to make. Of course, here I'm making it only with 4. You can make it with 3, 5, 6, 10, whatever, anything that you like. Okay, cool. And now we are going to the last one actually, and of course colors. I mean, here you can also do a changing with this one. For example, you can do a color changing animation. I mean, you can also change the colors of the ones that are selected and so on. I'm just making it kind of like very simple and easy, so I'm not like really putting a lot of emphasis kind of like on the design, but you can do of course whatever you want as long as you understand the logic of it. How does it work? Okay, so let's get to the last one. I'm gonna copy another bunch of screens here, and actually, yeah, so I'm gonna copy this one. By the way, yeah, I mean, I guess that we can, no, I'm not gonna copy this one. Hey, you know what, I'm gonna do something like that. Just let me make it easy. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take this one, by the way, and yeah, good. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna select this one, and I'm gonna just copy properties, by the way, and here I'm gonna do just paste properties. Here I'm gonna do it just with a shortcut to make it easy. You will understand what I'm doing in a sec. Okay, good. So here I'm gonna copy. We don't need actually the component for the animation. What we're gonna do here, I'm gonna select them, paste to replace. Okay, this is what I want there. And I'm gonna take one of these circles and just copy it here. And let me see. Okay, so this is going to be the circ. I'm going to give it a feel. Yes, I'm gonna give it a feel. I don't need the stroke actually. Good. So that's circ 1. This is going to be actually, wait, you know what? Let me duplicate this one, another one on it. Now follow what I'm doing. It's not going to be complicated. It's going to be really easy just to understand the logic of it, and that's it. So this is going to be a mask shape. Oh, I forgot to mention, which is also important, that these shapes actually, they are rectangles. I mean, I can just do like that. Okay, they are rectangles that just I rounded the corners and I made them circles. Okay, so that's what they are. So yeah, it's important to understand that that's the way I did it. I mean, I have worked with a rectangle and not with a circle, because a circle, if you just take it and do a circle and you want to stretch it, you will get a squeezed egg or something like that, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, okay, so we have this one on top of each other. Good. Okay, we don't need this. And now what I'm going to do is look at that. I'm just going to select both of them, the mask shape and the, so yeah, that already hints what I'm about to do, of course. You can also do that with the frame, whatever I'm going to show you. With the frame, honestly, it doesn't work that smooth as it works with a mask. That's why I'm using a mask. I mean, you can use a frame and use the clip content of the frame for whatever I'm about to be doing with a mask, but anyway, it works from experience, which I already know. It works better with a mask. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this one, use as mask, and now what we got is, this is going to be, let's call it just circ mask, and we have this circle. Okay, and we have, yeah, we can just call it circ, a shortcut, and we have a mask shape. So the mask shape, actually, I'm gonna make it in the width of about, I guess, yeah, 50 looks okay to me. Good. Okay, so we have that. I'm making the mask bigger, okay, than the circle itself. You will understand in a minute why am I doing that. Okay, so I'm taking that, and actually I can make it a component, but it doesn't matter that much right now, and I'm just placing it, yeah, here. It's placed on the first one. Now I'm gonna copy this one, copy, and actually, you know what, I can make it, yeah, I'll make it here, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna select that frame and paste it just in the right place, and I'm gonna move it actually to place it on the second one, which what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to do exactly the opposite, meaning before, I mean on the first one, follow me. On the first one, the mask shape was opened and the circ was closed, okay? Meaning like at the circle shape. And now I'm going to do exactly the opposite. I'm going to actually, the circ is going to be 50, as I did to the mask. And the mask shape is going to be now 22. So I'm actually closing it like that. Okay, so basically what we are doing is that we are going to see the animation, which this one actually the mask shrinks and the circle grows. So we are seeing the animation in between, what happens between these two screens. Okay, one of them gets bigger and the meaning wider, more right to say, and the other one is becoming narrower, and then it does exactly the same. Let's see that it's actually working, that it is actually working. Let's give it a flow. I'm just going to test these two and let me see what's going on here. Okay, and nice. Okay, good. So we already have it working. So again, what we are seeing here is, as I explained, this one is shrinking actually to this screen when it's on this screen, and the circle is growing, and we are seeing the in-between animation between both of them. Well, the only thing that is left to do is that I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to select this frame and just paste it, because we don't need to do that again. We have both states already done. So this is a copy, and I'm going to paste it here. Now, of course, I'm going to put this one as last. One second, let me just make it precise. Yeah, good. And this one will be on the third one. And that's pretty much it. So now we have it already going. Nice. Okay, very nice. That's cute. Okay, so now just to show you, you can also do it by drag. I'm gonna just move all these cuties from here, and I'm gonna take this one. This one is an auto layout. Sorry, all my kind of like moving around the screen like a crazy man. Yeah. Something like that. Okay, so I have these 4 different ones in an auto layout, and I'm gonna put the first one here. Okay, she's gonna be here. It doesn't have to be super precise, that's okay. And I'm gonna copy. So basically what you are seeing, let me just move these ones here. What you are seeing actually, if I will deselect the clip content, so these are actually in this frame, and you see the clip content is on, so you don't see them actually on the screen. Okay, good. So yeah, so now we're set. Copy. What I'm going to do is animate it by dragging from one screen to another, actually, which is very nice for onboarding screens. Okay, this is going to be a paste here, and I am going to move this one kind of to the middle. Again, as I said, it doesn't have to be super precise, that's fine. I'm going to copy. I'm just doing Control C or Command C, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna paste it here, and this one is gonna come to the middle. Yeah, and copy and paste, and this one is going to be in the kind of the middle of the screen, something like that. Good. So now, by the way, just to show the way that I'm connecting them, I am connecting these screens. I'm going to take them all and just put it like that, because it will be easier to see it. Okay, I want you to see the way that I'm connecting it. It doesn't have to stand like this or to be like this. I'm just placing it like that because it's just easier to understand it. Okay, good. So now I'm selecting this group. Now when you work dragging one from one element to another frame, from one frame to another, and you want to do a drag interaction, the element that you are doing the drag with has to move even a bit, but it has to move from one screen to another. Here we did that because this is the position which it is right now, and in this screen it's moved to the side, so we did move the position of it. So now we can use the drag animation. So that means that now I'm going to prototype and I'm gonna just connect it, all this group of actually of the emojis, and is going to be on drag smart animate. I'm going to do it at 500 milliseconds. By the way, the timing of it, I'm just going to explain, because you can do it, I mean, the drag, the speed that the drag animation happens is actually the speed that you are dragging this element on the screen, and you can do it very slow as well. But if you do less than 50% of the movement and leave it, it's gonna just animate back. And if you do more than 50% of the movement, it's gonna animate and finish the movement till the end. That's when this one kicks in. Okay, so that is why we have it, and we can drag it here, meaning backwards, and we can do it forward. I mean, when you're using a drag animation, you can do it both sides. 1 second here, that's on drag smart animate, and this one has to be on drag. Okay, good. And we're gonna do that one as well. Yes, so this is going to be animating here. We're gonna do, sorry, on drag, and this one is going to animate here, and it's going to be on drag as well. Okay, the only one which is left is actually this one on drag, and so we go. Good, let's give it a, yeah. And now I'm going to do the same with the dragging interaction. So I am dragging this now. Look at the animation. That is nice to see. I mean, focus your eyes here and you will see what actually on slow motion, what actually this animation does. Okay, so I'm going to do it kind of like slow. You see? We see it open and getting close. And here the same thing, open and getting close. So then it kind of like jumps from one to another. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so here we have it also on drag animation, and here when I start and I leave it, you see it jumps back. That's when this one actually, that's when this one, not this, sorry. Yeah, that's when this actually kicks in. Again, you see I'm more than 50% and I leave it now. I just release my mouse, so it finished it all the way to the end. So that's why it's doing that, because of the 500 milliseconds that we gave it. Okay, cool. Okay, so I think that we nailed it pretty nice. We showed a few examples. I hope that was understandable, and go ahead and try it, and hopefully you will make it. And it's going to be pretty cool. Thank you so much. If you like this tutorial, please, I would be very glad to get your like. And of course, we'll be more happy if you subscribe to my channel. Of course, always cool tutorials are coming up ahead, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.